Okay, this is for all the resellers here. Basically, we had a couple of resellers asking us how we kind of set up lines, how we kind of send lines to kind of people, how we kind of activate lines. So I'm just going to show you how to do that here. So if you're a reseller, you would have been set up with a reseller account. So you just go into your local address, which is here, and you log into your account. Click on login. Excuse me for shaking. So basically, if a user is going to use VLC, if they're looking for an M3U, what a user would normally do is go over to create new line. In here, you would actually add in a username and password. You would select the package for the user, which you want, 6 months, 12 months, whatever it is. Do not use this test one here now, I'm just testing something. You would actually add a note in, just handy for resellers to add a note, just to say, you know, this is such and such, and then you go create a new line. So for testing, I'm just going to leave this blank, I'm just going to go say 12 months no adult. I'm going to go in here and I'm going to go trial 24 hours and create new line. So if you go into the left hand side here and go manage lines, you should see the one I created here. If you click on the download button, you get all the download scripts. If your user is using a VLC or things like that, or want the M3U, you would click on the M3U here, or you would scroll down and the M3U with options is the one I normally use. Click here. What you do is you send this to the user then copies that, goes into a web address, into the internet, and right clicks and paste it, and that basically downloads the M3U, as you can see down the bottom here. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to delete that. So a user who has the STB emulator set up, this is the STB emulator app for Android. If they have it on a Fire Stick or Android TV box, anything like that, what you would do is you would add a new mag device. When the user actually opens the STB emulator app, it'll actually show the mag device address under the settings menu down on profiles. Just to show you here now. Okay, we'll go to settings, we'll go to profiles, and we'll just go into this test one here. Under the profile, under the STB configuration, you will see MAC address. This is the MAC address that the user will send you, and you will actually input it into the thing. So let me just show you. So usually, okay, go back here. Usually the MAC address starts with 001879, and then whatever, obviously it's all going to be capitals there, whatever the user's actually MAC address is, but normally it starts with 001879. You put that in there. You select which one you want, say 12 months adult. You select the duration. Normally it's a good idea to put in the notes there. Normally it's a good idea, just it's part 2 here, normally it's a good idea to put in the notes there what who the user is, and then you go create line. When the user goes into the STB emulator, once that's created, you go back, and back again, and they go up here, they click on profile, and they just reload the profile, whatever it's called. That's how a user uses STB emulator, or an Android box, or anything that they're using, Android or Fire TV. That's how you do it. Now, a user that has the Z-Gemma box is a little bit more difficult. What they would do is you would download an application called Putty, and just for demonstration, it's going to show you here how to do it. So you'd open Putty, and the user will give you their IP address. Normally this is done locally with the user, or you can remote in to the user via TeamViewer. So 192.168.1.5, I believe mine is. You choose Telnet, and you choose Open. Let me just grab this over here, and you see here that you have login. Now, standard login is root, and there you go. Now, to send the script to the user's box, on the main page, you should see this script here. This is our Extreme TV script. What you would do is you would copy this, open up Telnet, and you paste that in there. See that? And that basically sends the actual Extreme TV script to the user's box. What happens is then the user then opens Extreme TV, and they need to validate. In this case, you go into your reseller panel again, you click on add new E2 device, E2 box, and you put the MAC address in here. Select the package, put in a note, always good to put in notes, and add new E2 box. When the user presses the blue button, it will activate Extreme codes and they're away. If anyone has any questions, you give me a contact on the usual kind of details. Cheers, thanks.